Most men over 45 think their body is breaking down simply because they are getting older. They accept knee pain, they accept morning fatigue, they accept sagging skin, a growing belly, injuries that no longer heal as quickly, and their doctor tells them it's normal, it's age, there's not much you can do. But here's what nobody tells you. This decline you notice in your body after 45 is not inevitable. It is largely the result of a silent deficiency created by the modern diet. And you can begin correcting it this very week with what you put on your plate. Today I'm going to talk to you about a protein your body has produced since birth, but produces less and less after 40. And I'm going to give you the 10 specific foods that can reverse this trend. Some will surprise you, others you'll recognize, but you have no idea how powerful they are for your masculine vitality. Stay until the end because foods numbers 7, 8, and 9 are the ones almost nobody talks about, and they may be the most important for a man your age. The protein I'm talking about is collagen. And before you think this is a topic reserved for women and anti-aging creams, let me tell you something. Collagen represents about 1/3 of all the proteins in your body. It is literally the structural glue that holds everything together. Your joints, your skin, your muscles, your arteries, the lining of your gut, all of it depends directly on collagen. This is not a beauty issue. It's a biological survival issue. Now here's the bad news, and I'm going to be direct with you because you deserve the truth. At 20 to 25 years old, your collagen production is at its peak. We can call that level 100. But for many men, by age 40, that level has already dropped to around 50%. And by age 60 and beyond, some men are functioning at only 25% of their maximum capacity. That means you may have already lost half or even 3/4 of your body's collagen-producing ability without even realizing it. And here's what conventional medicine constantly gets wrong. It confuses what is common with what is normal. Yes, many 50-year-old men have painful knees. Yes, many have stiff arteries. But common does not mean inevitable. Much of what we call aging is actually the result of nutritional deficiencies and a lifestyle that destroys collagen faster than the body can produce it. So what silently destroys your collagen? Sugar and refined carbohydrates, first of all. Nothing damages collagen faster than chronically high blood sugar, than inflammation and that silent internal fire that almost every sedentary man over 45 carries inside without knowing it. Smoking, excess alcohol, environmental toxins, all of these directly interfere with your body's ability to produce collagen. Chronic stress and poor sleep too. And I'll come back to that because the connection between sleep and collagen is something very few people understand. And of course, nutritional deficiencies. If your body doesn't have the raw materials, it cannot build anything. But here's the good news, and this is real, not marketing. If you change your diet and correct these factors, you can recover a large part of your lost capacity. If you are in your 40s, you may potentially go from 50% back up to around 75% of your full capacity. If you are 60, you may go from 25% to over 60%. That's not insignificant. That is the difference between a man who ages standing tall and a man who ages on his knees. So here are the 10 foods. Take notes. The first is bone broth. And I know it may sound old-fashioned, archaic, like something your grandmother used to make, but your grandmother was right. Bone broth is probably the most concentrated food source of collagen that exists. It contains collagen types 1, 2, and 3, meaning it simultaneously supports your skin, joints, and muscles. It also contains gelatin, glycine, calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, all essential cofactors for collagen production and repair in your body. Now, here's a practical tip. Make it yourself using grass-fed beef or poultry bones. If you have a pressure cooker, use it. You'll extract in a few hours what slow cooking would take days to produce. 1 cup per day is enough to start making a difference. The second food is chicken skin, and I can already see some of you grimacing. For decades, you've been told to eat chicken without the skin. Major mistake. Chicken skin is extremely rich in collagen. If you use thighs, you mainly get type 1 and type 3 collagen. If you use wings, you get more type 2, which is particularly beneficial for cartilage and joints. The ideal method, simmer it rather than grilling it. The more you grill at high temperatures, the more you damage collagen amino acids and create inflammatory compounds. Gentle cooking preserves the nutrients and makes them more available to your body. The third food is beef, but not just any cut. We are not talking about filet mignon or tender steak. We are talking about collagen-rich cuts full of connective tissue, shank, oxtail, chuck roast, short ribs. These cuts are tough because they are loaded with collagen. Cook them slowly and for a long time until the meat falls off the bone. At that point, the collagen is transformed into gelatin and becomes directly available to your body. And choose grass-fed beef whenever possible because the omega-3 to omega-6 ratio is radically different. About 1-to-1 in grass-fed animals versus 20-to-1 in favor of inflammatory omega-6s in grain-fed animals. More inflammation means more collagen destruction. The fourth food is whole sardines with the skin and bones. I know it's not glamorous, But sardines are one of the most powerful foods you can eat after 45. The skin and bones contain highly absorbable collagen, and sardines are among the richest food sources of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, which are essential hormonal precursors and powerful anti-inflammatory molecules. By reducing systemic inflammation, omega-3s directly reduce collagen breakdown in your tissues. That's a double effect very few foods can offer. Now let me pause here to explain something essential about how collagen works in your body. Because if you don't understand this, you'll keep spending money on supplements without getting the results you expect. Collagen is a gigantic molecule. It is built in a triple helix structure, 3 long chains of more than 1,000 amino acids each wrapped around one another. You cannot absorb this molecule as it is. Your body must first break it down into individual amino acids or into small fragments of 2 or 3 amino acids called dipeptides and tripeptides. Only in this form can these nutrients enter your bloodstream and serve both as raw material and biological signals to rebuild new collagen. What this means in practical terms is this: eating collagen alone is not enough. Your body needs the right tools to assemble it, and those tools are the cofactors. Vitamin C, first and foremost, is absolutely essential. Without it, collagen synthesis is impossible. Then zinc and copper, which activate the enzymes required for assembly. Sulfur compounds, which link the chains together and stabilize them, and deep sleep. I want to emphasize this because during the first hours of deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone. And it is precisely during this window that most collagen production occurs. If you sleep poorly, you waste the raw materials you consume. And now let's move on to foods 5 through 10. These do not contain preformed collagen, but they may be even more important because they provide the tools required to manufacture it. The 5th food is whole eggs, not egg whites alone, whole eggs. Even though eggs do not directly contain collagen, they are extremely rich in glycine and proline, the 2 primary amino acids your body needs to build collagen. In addition, eggs contain sulfur compounds essential for collagen cross-linking, which stabilizes the molecule and makes it durable. Sulfur also supports liver detoxification. And a healthy liver means a body that better eliminates the toxins that destroy collagen. 2 or 3 whole eggs per day represent one of the best nutritional investments you can make for your vitality after 45. The 6th food is vitamin C, or rather foods rich in vitamin C. And I want to give you a historical reference that illustrates the importance of this nutrient better than any argument could. Scurvy, that disease that killed sailors by the hundreds during long ocean voyages. What happened in their bodies? Their collagen degraded and they became unable to produce new collagen. Their joints disintegrated, their teeth fell out, their gums bled. The entire structure of the body collapsed. All because of a vitamin C deficiency. Without vitamin C, there is no collagen synthesis. Period. So think citrus fruits, red peppers, which contain even more vitamin C than oranges, or broccoli, cabbage, kiwi. These foods are not optional if you want your body to properly use the collagen you provide it. The 7th food is berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, but also lesser-known berries like currants and wild blackberries. Of course, they contain vitamin C, but their real power comes from polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that protect existing collagen from oxidative breakdown. Polyphenols act like bodyguards for your collagen. They neutralize free radicals that would otherwise destroy collagen fibers in your joints, skin, and arteries. And another often overlooked benefit, polyphenols nourish your beneficial gut bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome means less systemic inflammation, which means less collagen destruction throughout your entire body. The 8th food is garlic. Yes, garlic. And it belongs in this top 10 for a very specific reason that most people completely ignore. Garlic is rich in sulfur, lipoic acid, and taurine, 3 compounds that directly support collagen cross-linking. In other words, the structural stability of the molecule. Well cross-linked collagen is stable, resistant, and durable. Poorly cross-linked collagen degrades quickly and cannot properly support your tissues. Garlic also has documented anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties that indirectly help preserve your collagen reserves. 2 cloves of raw garlic per day in a dressing or crushed over vegetables, simple and effective. The 9th food, and this is one very few people talk about, is green matter. Dark leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, collard greens, arugula, and parsley. These foods contain chlorophyll, and promising research suggests chlorophyll may increase the production of what is called procollagen, the preformed collagen ready to be distributed throughout your tissues. Of course, these vegetables also provide vitamin C and antioxidants we already discussed, but I want to mention 2 foods in this category that deserve special attention. Spirulina and chlorella. Spirulina is one of the oldest living organisms on the planet. It is exceptionally rich in glycine, the primary amino acid that forms collagen. as well as iron and copper, which activate collagen synthesis enzymes. In simple terms, spirulina helps your body build collagen. Chlorella also contains chlorophyll and vitamin C, but it is especially known for its detoxifying properties. It helps eliminate heavy metals and toxins that would otherwise accelerate collagen degradation. 2 different allies, 2 complementary roles, and the 10th food is avocado, included in this top 10, even though it does not directly contain collagen because it creates the optimal conditions inside your body for collagen to be produced, preserved, and properly used. Avocado is an exceptional source of vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that protects collagen fibers from oxidative damage in the skin and deep tissues. It also contains vitamin C and B vitamins essential for tissue repair. And avocado is extremely rich in soluble fiber that nourishes a healthy gut microbiome. A healthy gut means a strong intestinal lining, less permeability, less systemic inflammation, and therefore less collagen destruction throughout your body. Avocado acts as a regulator of your internal environment. And remember, collagen cannot function properly inside an inflamed body no matter how much you consume. Now, before I finish, I want to give you the lifestyle pillars that either amplify or completely cancel everything you've just learned. Because you can eat all these foods, but if you ignore these factors, you'll only get a fraction of the results. Sleep. I cannot emphasize this enough. Deep sleep early in the night is when your body releases growth hormone and produces the majority of its collagen. If you sleep only 5 or 6 hours a night, or if your sleep is shallow, you deprive your body of its main regeneration window, stabilize your blood sugar. Sugar and refined carbohydrates are collagen's #1 enemies. Aim for fasting blood sugar levels in the 80s. And if you have access to an HbA1c test, try to stay below 5.3. Move your body, and not just gently. Resistance training, loaded walking, hill climbing. These mechanically stimulate your muscles and joints. And it is precisely this mechanical signal that triggers collagen production in those structures. Manage your stress. Chronic cortisol is directly destructive to collagen. Meditation, deep breathing, time in nature, anything that lowers your baseline cortisol protects your collagen reserves. Protect yourself from excessive sun exposure without completely avoiding the sun. Sunlight is beneficial for vitamin D and your hormonal system, but sunburn destroys skin collagen, moderate exposure, protection during prolonged exposure. So there you have it. 10 foods, a few lifestyle principles, and a clear understanding of the mechanism. It's not magic. It's not complicated, and it doesn't cost a fortune. These are food choices your ancestors naturally made. Choices modern industrialized nutrition made you forget. If this video gave you something concrete, subscribe to the channel. Every week I publish content about male vitality after 45. No exaggeration, no miracle products, just what truly works. Share this video with a man in your life who needs it. And tell me in the comments which of these 10 foods you're going to add to your diet first this week. I read every comment. Take care of yourself. Your body has the resources to regenerate. It simply needs you to give it the right tools. And if this video resonated with what you're experiencing, share it with a man you know. Not to scare him, but to give him the information he deserves. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment below with the word vitality. I read every message.